Oh, I'm talking to the mic here. Hi, I'm Donations. This is Schizophrenic Stories. I completely neglected this idea of schizophrenia. Um, First off, I want to touch base on that whole labeling of schizophrenia. Don't let the big word throw you off. What it simply is, well, for me, it's paranoia, visions, seeing things, hearing things all around you. Um, yeah, And what else is it for me? The paranoid part of it is horrible. I know the other things probably sound crazy, but the other paranoia part of it is don't let it fool you just because it's not as glamorous or interesting as seeing something and hearing something that isn't there. It's fucking horrible. The paranoid part of it is like having always thinking that, well, if you're not aware of what paranoia is, first off, paranoia, let me look that up real quick for you. That rhymes. Paranoia, let me look it up for you. Um, I'm going to get the exact definition here. Paranoia. The feeling that you're being threatened in some way, such as people watching you or against you, even though there's no proof it's true. It happens a lot to people at some point, even though you know it concerns you in reality. Da, 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 da. No, that's just what that says. Definition. Okay. Okay. It's a mental condition characterized, I've never looked this up before. It's a mental condition characterized by delusions, persecution, unwanted persecution. That's another word I have to look up. Persecution, like being sentenced and stuff like that. Unwarranted jealousy or exaggerated self importance, typical elaborated into an organized system. It may be an aspect of chronic personality disorder, drug abuse, or a serious condition such as schizophrenia, in which the person loses touch with reality. Okay, now, yeah, okay. My paranoia, defined by me, would be um, people are gonna kill me. People's always watching me. Um, um, this is why it's refreshing to turn on the camera sometimes. I never thought about this way, is because it's like I always feel like something's watching me, but when the camera is now on me, I know something's watching me, right? So, anyways, um, right. Mm. So there's some stories. So, first off, oh, that's another story. One second. I have them written down, so my brain literally, I'll sit here for a minute and try to think of something. All right, that happened to me in the past, and I've already tried to make one video, and I'm gonna try to make this. I don't when I make these personal videos, I don't feel like I have to edit them. So if it's not up to your par, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. If it's not up to your par, go fuck yourself. Alright, so anyway, cigarettes, Pleasantville. Don't. Becky, we talk about this all the time. No, alright. Um, no, sleep till Brooklyn. Okay, so what was the other story I was trying to remember? Oh, that's another part of my paranoia. I'm finding now in life that um, I always think somebody's thinking what I'm thinking. And like I'm constantly, as soon as I wake up to the moment I go to bed, I think or assume that somebody already knows what I know. So I have to continually remind myself that no, no one um, is in your space or that I'm aware of, or telepathic, or can read your thoughts and stuff like that. Um, I have somewhat telepathy, but cannot read other people's thoughts. So, um, a narration of voices will narrate mine thoughts, but I don't know what that is. That's a story in itself. Okay, so what was the story? The story is a story of which a story was a story. Story. Alright, alright, I forgot that story. Okay, there's a story for you. I forget. Okay, one story, cigarettes. You see these? If you're a kid, don't ever buy them, don't ever smoke them, don't ever touch them. They're horrible. They do all kinds of horrible things. So before I went in the hospital um, a while back ago, um, uh, my mom said, don't you think these cigarettes are tangy? Sorry, I have a cord wrapped around my foot. And I said, no, I don't think that at all. Um, and because, well, they weren't tangy. Anyways, after that, I went in the hospital, put on a patch. They took me off the patch and said that we don't give you patches anymore. They didn't wean me down from the patch. That's a story. That was weird. Um, they just completely stopped me, and I was in there for 4 months. And then when I got out of the hospital, um, mm, I didn't want to smoke. It felt great. My lungs felt good. That's another thing. If you're a person watching this thinking you're wanting to smoke, or don't ever do it, because the way your lungs feel now is amazing compared to what they'll feel like after you smoke. Shit sucks. Literally sucks. It takes your breath away. It's horrible stuff. So anyways, where was I? Smoking. Mom said, "Are they tangy?" Um, oh, that's the story I wanted to. Okay. Alright. Time stopping. Alright. Alright. So there's that. Okay. So when I got out of the hospital, I felt great. I didn't want to smoke at all. But I one day, I guess routine, I tried to think about why the hell I ever picked up a smoke again. Why I ever picked up a smoke again? I don't know why. Um, the first one I smoked took the hit. Oh, it was the tangiest, most tasting thing I've ever tasted in my life. And I asked my mom, "Did you ever say, um, aren't these cigarettes tangy?" In that melodic, weird way she said it. I said, "No." She said, "No." I said, "Well, you said that, and the cigarette I just had, just clicked my teeth together, was the tangiest, most cigarette I've ever had." So that's one simple story. One simple story out of stories. Okay, another story. Time. Stopping. I have moments in my schizophrenia where time will cease to exist, and I'll skip ahead in front of a in front not in front. I'll skip ahead in a paragraph, like as if you went back to 2:06 on my video and ended up immediately at 7:04, and you thought, what happened in between? That's exactly what happened to me on the phone. Um, one day, and it was the weirdest, not the weirdest. It was another weird moment. Um, weird. Probably gonna say it a lot. Get used to it. if you're watching this video or these schizophrenic videos. Yeah, or don't get used to it. It's fine. Um, Another story. Um, I went through cigarettes. I went through time stopping. Pleasantville. Do I want to get on that one? Mm, I should have. I should have wrote more words down so I could remember the rest of my stories. Anyways, um, yeah. So I guess now it's just us. It's just us now, isn't it, Becky? Alright. I'll write down more words in the next video. I'll write down more words, and then in the next video, I will, yeah, tell more stories. But I think that's enough, because it's at 11 minutes right now, you know. So, keep each one of these videos short is what I'll do, and come up with more stories. Oh, here's another story. Um, Ow. Um, I was thinking my charity is just what my charity is. I want to do a thing where, and tell me your opinion, please, on if you think this is a good idea. I want your or yeah. Anyways, I want to know what charity you would immediately, without question, um, uh, sponsor or donate money to. Um, and in 2 weeks, I'll give that charity, or tomorrow. Well, I want enough time for people to get their things in. Um, I'll try to give $20 to. So yeah, um, yeah, that sounds good. So yeah, all right, I'm at 13 minutes. All right, all right, Earthians. Peace.